And welcome back as I get ready to wade out to test the wickedly cold waters of Perfidious Manor in Darga's dungeon. And while I'm out here in this cool waters of the lake, I might as well start looking for bodies, because I did say last episode I was going to toss a group of new kids in the pool to see whether it's sink or swim, and I meant it. Now, not the new kids, not like NKOTB, because that Mark Wahlberg, that dude is jacked and his brother's no slouch. You lay hands on the new kids on the block to try and toss them into a lake, you're going to pull back nothing but a bloody stump. Because those kids, they're real pissed off these days about their roots. None of them like to remember where they came from because it's painful to them. For 10 years, from like 1986 until like 1996, they were the kings of the world, man. And now they couldn't get arrested in that town. Jonathan Knight, when's the last time you heard anything about that guy? Yeah, don't think we forgot about you, Jonathan Knight. We didn't forget. Okay, no, that's not true. We all forgot that you existed. We all completely forgot about you. And I'm gonna continue to not remember the new kids on the block. Oh, Pete, clearly you don't remember them, except you know all their names. All right, fine. Mark Wahlberg was at best half a new kid, though, because he was only in it for like 1 year, and it was before they got famous. I digress. The rest of our team, though, let's talk about our new kids. Who have we got? Well, we got Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man, Lorna Dane, a.k.a. Polaris, Alex Summers, a.k.a. Havoc, and Valerie Cooper, a.k.a. Agent Cooper, because, I mean, she is falling into the whole Marvel paradigm of every team just has a chick with a gun. What's the deal with that? Can't she be like a super gun? Or, I mean, I don't know. Your Black Widows, your Valerie Coopers. Why is one member of every super team always just a girl with a gun? Couldn't it be just once, Marvel? Couldn't you just go with, like, it's a dude with a gun? Let's mix things up. This guy, no superpowers at all. What's he got, though? Gun. Has a gun. You could call him Gunhaver and rip off Homestar Runner. I digress. Some heavy boosts, a short veteran mission. I really would like to do a veteran mission, but I would prefer that it not be a short mission. Is there anything else we could do? Well, we could take this apprentice mission down in a cove, except we can't because these guys are level 3. The only other thing we could do is go on a higher level mission and try and bootstrap them with other teammates, but I'd sort of like these guys to learn to work together. That's a big part of a team, and if you're going to be full X Factor, you gotta learn to work together. Except for, you know, the X Factor judges typically make sure that only one person survives. So I guess the lesson here is that only one of these people is going to walk out. And also, we're going to have to spend some of that fat cash we picked up last episode, probably on skills, if nothing else. Let's make sure everybody's got the... Oh, never mind. They're all very well skilled. I do like Cry... You know, I'll take it. I actually do like Cry Havoc. I feel it's very useful. Situationally useful. Divine Comfort also is a must-have skill. Are all of you guys going to be missing one must-have? Pretty much, yep. Okay. That's fine. This is why we got an absolute massive truckload of gold. Yep, okay. So they're all missing one critical skill. Nice work, Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for trolling me. This is because I made fun of the new kids on the block, isn't it? I know deep in your heart you're a huge new kids fan. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. You can like the new kids. What's wrong with the new kids? Hangin' Tough was a great song. Who didn't like Hangin' Tough? Whoa, 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 whoa. Just hanging tough? Are you tough enough? So, Smite, we're going to get rid of Jacques. Give me the Smite. Let's go for our... Actually, this is not normally how I equip those. I go Battlefield Heal, Inspiring Cry, then Holy Lance, because Holy Lance is rarely useful. And for Agent Cooper... Let's get rid of all this. Sniper Shot, yes. The Mark we definitely want. Battlefield Heal is a must. Bola for emergencies, I guess. Blind Fire just hits a random target and does... Actually, wait. Blind Fire is the one I want, not Ebola. I'm not giving myself Ebola. I want Blind Fire. Alright, so our skills are sorted. I suppose we should look at camping skills because most of these suck, like Pep Talk is garbage. I'd rather have Man's Best Friend. Therapy Dog is fine. Lorna Dane, let's see what you got. Everything but Encourage. Well, let's get rid of Pep Talk. Wouldn't mind getting rid of Wound Care as well. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to spend money on it. I want some different skills, but I don't want them bad enough to spend money on it. Why do our Crusaders never have the skills that we would want them to have? Stand Tall is actually pretty good. But Zealous Speech is borderline amazing, and Zealous Vigil prevents nighttime ambush, although not really that worried about nighttime ambush here. Just take Zealous Speech. I want the stress relief. So let's get that sorted. And then Valerie, aka Agent Cooper. What have you got rocking here? Okay, you got Entourage. She's got an entourage. Jeremy Piven following her around, giving her advice on how to not tank her career. Oh, Turtle, how come you sucked so much? My totem animal, the turtle, and you had to fuck it all up. Marching plan, restring crossing. You know, the Arbalest has to have the shittiest group of camping skills of any of the characters. I can't think of any other character that has a less useful selection of camping skills than the Arbalest. They're just really, really bad. So we're going to unequip everything, sort them by rarity, and let's get to... Okay, so we've got a Crusader, and we know what Crusaders need. We're going to go with the Benjamin J. Grimm here, because it saves me from having to think, which I appreciate. 15 damage, bleed skill chance. I don't like the penalty to healing received from the Houndmaster's Collar, but it is pretty good. I think we just go with the Houndmaster's Collar and the Cudgel Weight. That Cudgel Weight, man, that thing is real good. Plus 40% stun chance for only -1 speed. That's rock solid right there. Tell them a Holy Healing, and of course we'll give you a Sacred Scroll. And then for Valerie Harper. Valerie Cooper, Agent Cooper, Harper Cooper. I don't even remember what her name is. At this point, I don't care. We could tank the shit out of her dodge for more accuracy and more crit, which I don't dislike. I don't like anything that gives you a penalty to your healing skills. I very much don't like that. The loss of dodge damage is kind of acceptable. Is there another Arbalest only? Don't you have one that gives you better healing? Like the Medic's Greaves, right? Yeah, let's do Medic's Greaves. And maybe just the Bandana? Bullseye Bandana, 8%, plus 8 accuracy crit, but we got to pay such a huge dodge penalty for that. There's got to be something more useful. You know what? Just take the Ancestors map. That'll be fine. We're mapping it. We're going on, we're going on a short mission, actually. We don't need the Ancestors map. There won't be, you know, we can't, the potential for treasure just doesn't exist. So why don't we take, oh, you know, we have, where's that, there's one of the unnamed trinkets that's really good at range, right? It's like you. Yeah, that's what we want. The Fugiman's Mash Stick. That'll do. That's good enough. That'll get Agent Cooper through the day. So let's provision and get on in. This is a short dungeon. But, you know, maybe a short dungeon is not a bad idea. We are kind of testing out the waters with these new kids. You don't want to just rush into the whole new kids thing. It's probably, we'll just take a complement of food. I'm only going to take 2 yeah, I better take 3 shovels. A key, you know, no, I don't need a key. Let's take 12 torches. And I think this is it. This is all we're taking. We're going into the ruins. You know what? 1 thing of holy water. Well, 2 because we have a vessel, but yeah, that's good. All right, we're done. Keep the cash expenditures to a minimum because next episode we are going into the darkest dungeon. I'm going back, but before I can go back, I got to buy skills for like 82 different people. And I know, I mean, I've already spent more money this episode than I'm fully comfortable with. We're already sort of behind the 8 ball from a budget perspective on this one. You guys are blowing the budget. Wow. Explore 90% of rooms. So to explore this one empty room, we have to backtrack twice and fight a hallway battle. Yeah, that's going to be the room we skip then, and the rest of it we're just going to go around the horn. So 1 tick into the dungeon, and we're in our first fight. Cudgel Weight this man. Give me the stun, though. That's right, Multiple Man. Multiple Man also apparently can be a dog now. Ooh, Lorna Dane. Look at that. Old Polaris getting the master of electromagnetism there with the bolt of lightning using the electro part of the electromagnetism very clearly. Agent Cooper firing shots. 3 damage for old Havoc. Cry Havoc! And let slip the dogs of... Alright, I was going to make fun of you for letting slip the dogs of war, but you actually let the dogs of war right off of the chain. We're not taking any more damage from you, Johnny Spearboy. You get back there and get stunned. In the meantime, let's do a little healing here. Agent Cooper always brings the first aid kits. It's one of the reasons why X Factor brings her along. She remembers the first aid. And also, we should maybe just do a little stress healing here. Who has the most? Wow, Agent Cooper's real freaked out. Probably because she realizes, hey, you know what? This is a fight with superpower entities, and I am just a lady with a gun. I have no business being here. What the hell am I gonna do to Ultron? I've got a pistol. This is probably not gonna work that well. Seriously though, that's the other thing too, is the whole chick with the gun paradigm. It's never even like the best gun available. Think about it. Okay, sort of the example of the not even our best gun thing. Let's think back to the first Avengers movie. Who had the best gun in that movie? Who did? Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson had the best gun. Also, soul like wrenching, scene-stealing movie amazement for that actor. But still, he had the best gun. We wondered what it... Okay, we're going to fight the Collector. Well, this should be interesting. We cannot mark the Collector because he's in front position. In fact, we can't do anything to him other than just hit him with a blind fire, which is definitely suboptimal. Okay, you could mark him. You know what? Do that, actually. But back to the best gun theory. Who had the best gun? Agent Coulson had the best gun. Who else was in that movie? Black Widow. What did she do throughout the entire movie? I mean, she arguably tricked Loki once into saying something that he didn't really maybe want to reveal. What else did she do? She, like, calmed down the Hulk a time or... Ooh, Agent Cooper, though. Maybe I was wrong to say she doesn't even have the best gun. Well, the Collector's getting guarded now. That's real bad. You guys are all capable of bleeding, though, right? Yep. All right. Well, we're going to go for the old Hound's Harry and hit all of them. How do you like them apples, Collector? Gonna lifesteal. Well, that's... Oh, Valerie Cooper! Holy crap, she's, I would say, en fuego. Headache. It's a buff. What does it do? Bonus protection, bonus damage, bonus accuracy, bonus crit. That ability kind of sucks. I'm glad they didn't throw it on this guy, though. So, we should kill you. Man, Polaris, though, the master of electromagnetism, she's putting that mastery to good work. I want to beat up the healer. Yeah, we knew he was going to step in front of that, but we did get another critical, and with the bleeds we stack up here, we might be able to rack up a couple kills. There's one. Okay, we got 4 damage there. Gonna show me your collection? And... You know, I was just glad there wasn't a dick under that robe. When he flashed it open like that, I was really expecting there to be a penis under there. And I was just kind of glad to see that it was a bunch of severed heads and, like, skinned faces and whatnot. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever had somebody show me hiding beneath their robe, I really got to admit. I mean, I do own a mirror and a robe, so there you go. What did we get out of that? A puzzling trapezohedron, which is disappointing, but considering how easy that fight went, I'm not going to object to it. It's basically a free 2,500 gold here. I'll take it. We did not bring medicinal herbs. If we had, we could be making ourselves a whole buttload of extra cash here. We could max our torchlight for 1 torch, which we could also just do by burning the torch. You know what? I'm not going to interact with that at all. In the unlikely event we need to circle back. Desperate for torch. You know what? I can't even think of a scenario where we might do that. I really can't. Trap, huh? Who's the best? 60, 60, 90, 60. Wow, this team is not well equipped to deal with traps. Fortunately, we got multiple man who can just make a clone of himself and send it in there as dude. Multiple man's like, oh, don't worry, I got this. The whole trap thing. Nah, I'm just gonna set off with my face if that's all right. I guess we can holy water this. Ritual relieves the hero. I got rid of all our stress. All right, that's something. Was it worth the holy water? I don't know. That holy water was fairly expensive. All right. Mark or kill? I think kill. Valerie Cooper's been doing some pretty solid work for us. With this many foes on the field, we're definitely going to go for the Hound's Harry. It's the most aggregate damage. Didn't... okay, you know what? Actually, some of these foes are immune to bleeds. That was quite silly of me. I probably should have gone for the directed damage. Well, lesson learned as we take a stressful incantation. Not a huge deal. If we need to, we could always have Havoc give an inspiring leadership speech about how, even though we're the shittiest X team of all time, it's not all doom and gloom. Things are gonna perk up. Don't you worry now. Buck up, little trooper. I know we have Wolfsbane on the team, but not everybody's as useless as she is. Seriously, what the hell was Wolfsbane's power? She could turn into a dog, but the dog was like fast and strong, but it wasn't a total straight-on werewolf. How many times? This is why I hate surprise, by the way. Enemy just gets to go 8 times in a row. The whole Wolfsbane thing, though. Yeah, back to that. She gotta be one of the shittiest heroes ever to grace the Marvel Universe. No blood left for the leeches. Well, quit your whinging about it, and instead maybe stun this stress-causing unit, because I don't want to put up any more shit out of them. You should just go for a kill here. And how about a massive heal on multiple man there? He does heal when he reabsorbs his copies, by the way, so all he really needs to do is eat that dog, I guess. Enjoy that stunning bleed. Alright, well, you're dead then. Man, Valerie Cooper is holding it down here. And then I think we're just going to beat on this man garden variety, old-fashioned style. You know what? A stun would not go amiss. Keep that man from doing anything, and we can go around the horn and heal. Beautiful. We're going around the horn and healing then. Picking up 8. And little battlefield bandage. Big old critical. Okay, well, it was a critical. I would do a big old critical, but... And have your dog bite this man. He cannot bleed because, of course, he is a skeleton, but that's... Yeah. You know what? Do this. I'm okay with letting this guy get another swing if we want. He's not even going to do that. We're just going to kill him. So, hey, we took a chance on some stress relief, and a speed roll paid out for us. That particular variety of enemy is notoriously slow, which is one of the reasons I was willing to risk that. And hey, an extra 1,000 gold for our troubles. All things are good. Everything's coming up X Factor, man. This is the most success they've ever had. They're probably confused. Nope, don't touch books. Never touch books. Books are bad. Don't read. Don't read, don't touch books, don't look at books, don't own books. If you see a library, run away. These are the lessons Darkest Dungeon has taught us. Books only ever end in suffering and misery. Don't do stuff with books. Multiple man picking up 3 buffs for us. Little hunger, but that's fine. We got plenty of food. No chance to camp anyway. We probably, in all reality, brought too much food. Burn a torch, or... yeah, 1 is enough. I don't want to double up. We're above 75 light, which is the magic number. How's our scouting? Good. Alright then. We can mop up this dungeon. No fuss, no muss. The ghost is incarcerated here in our custom-made storage facility. We got multiple man sending in his multiples to... uh-oh. Lorna Dane is curious, but it's safe.
Trinkets and baubles.
Curiosity in this case did not kill or otherwise harm the cat. So let's go check out this last room. 1 and done. I feel pretty good about the way... uh-oh. You're curious as well, huh? Oh, more stashed heirlooms. We're getting real lucky with these curiosity bumps. More food. We have food. So yeah, I feel like this team functions relatively well together. We've got some marking synergy. Valerie Cooper definitely punched above her weight. Full credit there. Damage or a stun? I feel like a stun is more useful. Maybe the first and last time you will ever hear me say I feel like a stun is more useful. But I'm sort of coming around on the stun meta. Typically, I would prefer to make a monster be dead, but the Houndmaster and the Cudgel Weight do have just an overwhelmingly powerful stun. It's good enough to stun almost anything in the game. And with the damage the team is hurling around here, we're sitting pretty. Just kill this man. Yes, we have some marking synergies, but we're really not going to need them. Because Valerie Cooper is once again there. I'm telling you, it's typically the way that paradigm works is it's just girl with a gun, and it's not even our best gun. But in this case, I think they actually gave Valerie Cooper a decent gun. Agent Coulson was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what gun I shoot Loki with. It's not going to do any actual damage, and it's mostly just for show and to inspire the team. Why don't you take this and maybe go kill some of those robots that are ravaging New York City? Okay, so all we found was a trap, but even the trap had minimal consequences. This dungeon is done. X Factor? Terrible comic book, but you know what? Turns out maybe this is their chance to turn it all around. Maybe this is where they bring it back. They're staring over the brink, and this is where they're like, you know what? We can't just go down as another shitty X-Men clone. It's time for us to make a name for ourselves. We got to step up our game, try and do something remarkable here. Apart from being, you know, one of the first comics to sort of introduce a homosexual relationship between two characters, we got to do something else. That was cool and all, but we need more. How come everybody else got more Resolve EXP than Valerie Cooper, who only got 4? Everybody else got 8. Why did she get less? She also got Creeping Cough, which really sucks. Unyielding replaced Fast Healer. That's not bad. Plotter replaced Hard Noggin. That's bad. Hard Noggin is protection. How come she got less EXP, though? Why did Cooper get less? I'm confused as I've ever been.
In truth, I cannot.
Gonna get a lot of stress relief here. Every idle hero just got 33% stress relief, which leaves us pretty well poised for our next assault on a dungeon. I'm really confused by the Valerie Cooper thing, but I suppose we can offset that. Well, first off, we are going into the darkest dungeon next episode, so anybody who's not going into the dungeon that has diseases or anything we might want to get rid of, we should probably do that now. Slade Wilson. Honestly, I don't really care much about Vertigo. And you are not going into... Alex Olsen, you got the rabies, right? What's Vampiric Spirits? 50% debuff resist. We'll probably use you on a time-killing mission, and we'll have somebody cure that for you. I'm not paying for it. Slade Wilson, I don't really care about the mood resist. Mary McCabe has ennui. I don't really care about ennui enough to pay to cure it. The runs is really shitty, mostly for the max HP debuff. And honestly, okay, Constantine, we are going to get rid of your diseases. You're not going on our dungeon run anyway, so get rid of the runs. If we have to keep the rabies, that's fine. But also, if the rabies gets cured, like collateral damage style, I won't be that upset by it. Valerie Cooper, let's toss you in here and get rid of your Creeping Cough, too. So we're down to 29 grand, which is more than enough to buy the abilities and skills we're going to need for our next mission. We also have 26 portraits and 100 crests, 45 busts. We should do something with these. The Abbey, max upgraded.
Man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine.
What else can we get the maximum upgrade for? Sanitarium, how close are you to maxed? Not very, but we can bump up the treatment library. That's fine. Treatment library can take a little stab there. How we doing down in the tavern? Tavern's getting close. In fact, tavern fully upgraded. Ah, yeah, that's what I needed right there. A fully upgraded, fully stocked bar. Somewhere, John Bradford is weeping, and it fills me with an unholy joy. Anything else we want to do? Unless we could do something with, like, our 131 deeds, which I know for certain that we cannot. There's nothing left for us to do. But check the stagecoach for new heroes. A veteran Vestal. We're down 6 total heroes. I'm never going to say no to a Vestal, really. So, sort us by level. I'm never going to say no, unless she has just crippling quirks, off guard, weak grip on life, fear of the unholy, and slow reflexes. Well, they're kind of shitty. Some reasonable positive ones, nothing fantastic. All in all, we're really only looking for heals out of our Vestals anyway, so it's basically a wash. Just like this episode is basically a wash. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to you, and if you'd like to see Donnie and Mark Wahlberg come kick my ass, much deservedly, for making fun of new kids, might consider subscribing as well. I can't say it's going to happen, but I can't say it's not going to happen either, because honestly, the Wahlbergs seem like the kind of guy who'd be like, hey, some jerk on the internet made fun of us, let's go kick his ass, and then they just show up at my house and like throw Wahlburgers at me until I'm just inundated in beefy, delicious goodness, and I eat myself into a coma, and then they kick me in the stomach and burst it like that guy in 7, because that's how I imagine the Wahlbergs would roll. I have a vivid imagination. What can I say? Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.